What is up, everyone? So today is another beautiful day. For some reason it is 55 degrees outside, which is like baffling. I know some of you guys don't really care, but this is kind of weird for this time of year. And I should be outside right now because it's beautiful out, but there's one thing I want to do first before we do anything for today, and that's get this dang alternator on the Miata. This thing finally came in. It's been a pain in the ass to get this thing, but this is the second to last piece of the puzzle until we can get this thing on the dyno. Once the alternator's in, we can finish up the exhaust, and hopefully none of the fluids leak, and we can get this thing right on the dyno and get it ready for the road, and that is huge. That is awesome. So let's throw this thing on and go figure out something fun to do today, because I don't want to be stuck in the garage when it's this nice out. So we're gonna take this thing, we're gonna put that there, and do one of these good old-fashioned before and afters. Boom! It's all together, and it looks sick because now we got all the belts on in the car. It's looking complete because it basically is, all we have to do is put a half-ass intake on it, which is weird because it's like a 2-inch inlet, so I gotta figure that out, and then we're good to go. We're not gonna mess with it right now, so we're actually gonna go out and head down to DJ and Mike G shop because it's nice out, and why the heck not, and Drew wants to do some wheelies. You gonna bring this?
Yeah.
What's up, Turkey? You gonna see some shit today?
Hopefully. First time riding. You wanna see your Uncle Donald flex? Let me see some shit!
What's up, brother? Ooh, he's crazy. Ooh!
What's up, buddy? Hi, I am so happy you came. Oh, whoa! Didn't ask you what your ramps were, but I see you.
Dolo, Drew.
Dolo.
Let's just do a whole video of walking Tucker. How about that? Drew shows up and realizes he has no rear brakes.
But I brought the rotor and pads with me. Why even bring a quad down here with no back brakes? Like,
How are you supposed to really like that?
post game. Got the new rotor and pads.
Ooh, these are light.
This is the eBay John's 50 beans. Sheesh.
Drew's got the quad, DJ's got the little KTM over there, the Duke, and I got the 50. I'm cool with that. I'm gonna burn you guys up.
I'm gonna burn you up, boy. Sheesh. They're fighting words.
He's putting the runner in.
I can't keep up.
Alright, I gotta film myself. Let's see if I can get this. Oh, Drew's coming. This thing got no balls. Ooh, that was good. Okay. Whoa. Come on. That was not bad.
The camera keeps you balanced.
Yeah, right? The cameras keep me balanced. That's funny. At least I scored some piping for Steffi's intake because I needed this. So today's the come up right here.
I'll show you a piping.
Show me something.
You see it?
Ooh, the pipe.
Woo. See that, boy?
It is so cold here. I don't understand how DJ works over here. I gotta sit in front of the heater.
DJ, you're an animal. The fact that you've been working in this dark, cold-ass place all season is so impressive.
Yeah. And this is the warmest night it's been.
Yeah, and this is the warmest night of the year.
Yeah, and you guys are cold. Like,
I'm
literally,
dying.
I was here. Yeah, well, they don't know how cold it was, but it was cold.
Okay.
It gets cold in here.
Freezing. So DJ's car was almost ready to get the Mega Squirt plugged in and fully tuned up, and I'm pumped because that car is gonna be so awesome this year. I'm so excited to get the Sylvia back on the road, and the thing should make good power. It should make the numbers that my Z should be making. so when I tune DJ Sylvia, I'll show you guys it's not the tune that's making the Z slow. All right, guys, so we're back from DJ's, as you could tell, and we went down there, not really to film, just to hang out and have some fun. So, as you guys know, we put the alternator in earlier, and I quickly made like a half-ass intake for the thing out of stuff I had laying around, and I think it'll do the trick. Still got to run through and make sure all the sensors work, make sure the alternator is actually working. Got to put coolant in it, power steering fluid, and make sure nothing leaks. And technically, yeah, we still got a lot of work to do. So we're gonna check to see if the alternator works pretty easily by starting the car and seeing if the battery voltage increases, because as you can see, it's only about 12.4 volts, 12.3 volts right now. So if we start it, alternator kicks on, this should jump up to, I'd hope at least 13.5. That's the goal. So let's see if she starts. There we go, we got 14.5 volts. This alternator is working and it's cooking. That's exactly what I want to see. So it's idling, just started up. This is sick. So as you can tell, this car sounds like absolute trash because open downpipe right now. It's running a little rich. It's probably why it's breaking up. So let's see if we could fix that. So we're gonna go to our VE table, see where it's idling at, and just let's take some fuel out of it and see what happens. We're gonna take a decent amount out because it's running. As you guys can hear, it's running way smoother because we took a bunch of fuel out. But with the Corvette oil filter, the fuel pressure is actually pretty high at idle compared to most injectors, which means the injectors are actually going to act bigger than they actually are. So we're going to scale the injectors to not 440s, but we'll try like 500s and see how it likes it. Because right now, we might run out of room on the VE table, which is essentially where your fueling is controlled. You take even more fuel out. There we go. So as you can hear, it's idling pretty good, and I couldn't be more happy. That's awesome. For a car to start out for the first time, really, and just idle, that's sick. So we need to get some coolant in this thing, and we also need to do a boost leak test, because now that I think about it, we haven't done one. So it's a little too late for the parts store, but Walmart's right down the road, and they should have some good name brand coolant. So let's do that. All right, so we got some coolant right here. And I realized before I pour coolant in, I'm all over the place tonight. I should probably hook up the electric fan, so if it does get up to operating temp, I can control it. So I got this random electric fan that I had laying around, and I basically mounted it straight to the radiator, which is definitely not the most efficient way to do it. Obviously there's no shroud, it only covers half the radiator, but I am not worried about it at all because I know it'll have no problem keeping this engine cold, because I've seen a lot of people with Turbo Miatas barely running a single pusher, let alone one massive puller, so I know it's going to do the trick. So luckily the chassis already comes wired for an electric fan, which is awesome, so I don't have to run an individual relay. What I could use is I could use the factory plug and make a connector to go into the fan plug right here. So unfortunately I don't have the other plug for this, which is pretty upsetting, but I have the next best thing. Since I'm a hoarder, you guys know this, I have an old S13 fuse box that was cut off when I got a GDM motor, because they come with this, you know, chopped on the harnesses, and on it is a thicker gauge 2-wire connector, both ends. So we're going to cut this off and splice this onto that wire and the fan, and we should be good to go. Then we'll have something that can actually disconnect if I have to take the radiator out. Later. So I'm pissed. I ran out of wire loom and tested tape. I just realized it, so I just ordered some, but for now, I just used some electrical tape, and it looks kind of janky, but it's all wired up. Just repin this one so it's official, no splice, and this one I just went right into it, and now we have OEM connectors that just click right in, and we can remove the radiator with the fan. No issues. We'll just put that there for now. Now here's the initial moment of truth to see if there's any leaks in the coolant system, and my fingers are crossed tight that there isn't. Oh man, Oh, something's already leaking. Damn it. Pissed. Well, of course, it's leaking coolant. So I pulled out the borescope to see exactly where it's leaking from. And as you guys can see, it's dripping right from the bottom of the water neck. That is so stupid. RTV, you let me down. You let me down. Such a pain in the ass. Alright, so here is the piece of shit piece that was leaking. Let me get underneath the car and get coolant everywhere, and it's a pain in the ass. I'm upset. Pissed. This piece is weird. As you guys can see, there's welds on it, and I actually had to get this piece shortened because it actually used to be the same orientation but longer where the welds are. We took over a ½ inch out of it because this piece actually used to hit the header. I don't know why. I don't know if it's a design problem. The CX kit. I didn't really show because I wanted to just bang it out. And the problem is with this thing is there's like a slip-in piece right here, and it's actually a hard line with an O-ring on it, and it just kind of slips right in. But the way everything is, the hard line's fixed. This is actually the piece I'm scared about leaking because it doesn't seem like it seals very well, and I'm scared once it gets underneath pressure, it's gonna start pissing out because coolant system gets a lot of pressure in it. I must have scraped the RTV off when I was trying to wiggle it into place, and that's why the RTV failed, and it's just a pain in the ass. I wish I had the OEM, foam gasket for it because then I don't have to worry about it, but unfortunately, I'm not that lucky. So I'm gonna try my hardest to make sure this goes on perfectly, because goddamn, if this leaks again, I might have an aneurysm. So just get this on and cross our fingers. If this doesn't work, I have to order the foam gasket. If you guys take this off, order the foam gasket. Don't depend on RTV because it's a pain in the ass. Part is in. I don't even want to film it. It's, as you can see, it's snaked in right there. And I think I did an awesome job putting it in without hitting anything else. So I think the RTV is set perfectly. I guess we'll find out tomorrow because I don't want to do it tonight because it's already so late. I don't feel like waiting for RTV to dry. So with that, I guess we're going to end it, unfortunately. So you guys know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe, stay tuned for more content, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
I'm cold-hearted and broke, I cold-started and choke. I grow part with my soul, the vote harder to grow. I know why, hey, I know why, hey, yeah. I'm cold-hearted and broke, I cold-started and choke.